It's upcoming. I just have to wait. See? What is that feeling? There. So I'm just going to keep this open. My body, I'm not saying this now publicly, he would kill me. Not actually, but today we're going to be calling this is actually the first time in a while I played it. Yes, not the time but me and him will be going back and forth later. Who knows, I'm not going to be playing. Nope, might though. So much better to get the controller instead of the menu, whatever. And if we don't notice how other people decide that we can go back to or show up.
Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way.
So
we get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Sun Devils return team will have that offense backed up. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Scatterbo. Stopped after making the catch.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Traffic pickup of 4 to the 19. You've got a third and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one.
Do not like to see me go crazy.
The Broncos offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Touchdown Broncos! And they break the seal on the scoring. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Caught behind the line. It's Scatterbo. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Give to the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Broncos!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They're going to run it. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Oh.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scatterbo. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take off. Got room at the 30.
I didn't pass it.
Mares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Time winding him to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And guys, they really need advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Deep shot for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
I didn't know to do that.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib. And the quarterback is snowed under.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allow.
Now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know
straight into
passing
the
situations, man, can't ignore the door. Let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Both of them.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job.
Not just one, two at the same time.
Get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow.
Touchdown, Boise State.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
Burn.
Snap in the shotgun. Using his legs to buy some time. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it.
I can't challenge it.
Didn't pick up much. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oh, right down the middle. Perfect pick.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Dude, he
And the
trucks
return
me.
man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're
There's that
wondering,
message.
what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught in the backfield. It's Scatterbo. They make the stop right there.
Oh,
Good
not
pickup is still
amazing.
short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Works his way to the
I can't
41,
stop.
and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take it.
Team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting to nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Excellent field position here for the offense.
Better than unranked team. I beat a ranked team 144 to nothing.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Got his man downfield.
And
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw it.
Sits down.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash.
See what I mean, though? I can't get through, or I can't get by them.
There is a flag on
And the second I
play.
do,
Now, this is on the defense.
I run into the kicker because I got pushed towards him.
He's already made the long field goal.
There's nothing I can
Can't
do.
make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Comes out throwing on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it first and 10.
Fumbled somehow. Like they tackled me. And I somehow fumbled.
Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get behind the defense.
I'm getting this. I'm coming down with it. We're just not stopping.
They get him at the 21-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have
I'm
one
on
remaining
21
in the half.
now.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board. Trying to get to it.
Bruh.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. It's complete.
I got 4 seconds to score.
In the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
I'm not going for it.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Good job, too.
Looking to throw.
Oh yeah, no, he's open.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown Broncos.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
I see.
He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime.
He's going to go onside.
On that scoring drive, just 4 plays. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Boise for a fun first half than you?
And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Line gets set, first down. Going to the run to start this second half. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually...
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can out making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
On the ground, almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and...
Touchdown Broncos! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He wants to throw it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Boise State.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnover biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, the Hawks. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made it on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on. Going for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up.
But this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his a tremendous pickup on that one.
The offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Try to get it on the ground. Touchdown, Boise State! And the punishment has been extended. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The fake and a little shuffle. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He's got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field. And they'll drag him down after a good return. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Offense gets set for second down.
I wonder, can you keep it?
He's looking to throw. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
No, he reached over.
Right
it's a
there,
touchdown.
and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first
touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started. Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Let me smack your stomach.
They want to throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
How come they catch that for you?
Scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
They're bringing heat.
Oh, it's a fumble. Safety. Just one of those players grabbed it. Here it is. It's better that there's a safety and not a touchdown. Because if there was a touchdown, they would have gotten the ball back. And since it's a safety, I get the ball. Oh, okay, I don't think he can hurt it. Because one, that was way, I was a bit far. But
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Small. Oh no, I have hurled someone with this QB already. I didn't know he can hurdle.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for it all.
So imagine I hurdle someone with
and it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. The Broncos
Saving was
get
so
enough
easy.
for the first down. They
That was the
needed
easiest
less
thing
than a
ever.
yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt, and really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the...
And that
No
ball is
way.
picked off. Trying to take it back. And
I
a
just
big
lit him up with
return
the
after
QB.
INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing.
Not today,
And
but
he can't escape, and down he goes.
playing against
And it's
Syracuse.
simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're
So I
trailing by
say-
a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it.
Got it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get
To
him
do that
again.
again, nothing
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks
Same
in all
play.
of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game,
So
you
Steve
might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the
I
ball
mean, there was
is
no
picked
way the
off.
receiver was going to come up
Got
with
room
that.
on the return. And they capitalized
Like, come
not
on.
only on the pick, but
No
on
shot.
the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense.
Oh my
When
God,
you're up
ball
by
back.
2+ scores, and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception,
Argentina.
almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And they drag him down, but not before he
That
picks
was
up
just
the
for
first
the
down.
keeper.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal.
Oh,
Only in the hops.
he actually
And
did.
it's always his fault. It's your job to see, or I should get conservative. Because this offense themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. Better do something about it.
He's got a nose for fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Oh,
Well, they
they
ran
put me
into
on
a
the wrong
buzzsaw
player.
today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's
No,
they're out there executing.
you got hit at the
The Jimmys
floor,
and the
so
Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the
Yes.
face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not.
It's
Get it.
another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
Extra points.
And that
is on
kind
the
of
score.
sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Keep scoring.
I just kinda-
I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. And the stomping has commenced.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Into the end. Scoring drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking harsh. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. Defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Trying to find his man on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's a throw downfield late. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter.
This is more. So, yeah, good game.